Prime Minister, I am not here to make promises. I am here to say to the nation that the second economic miracle is well within our reach. I want my whole cabinet to team up the private sector, the public service, and the population to confidentially embrace and own our economic agenda to achieve the second economic miracle. My aim today is to motivate you so that together we put Mauritius into the league of high-income economies. I have therefore identified 4 key focus areas that will personally drive and monitor to ensure our economic well-being. 1, addressing unemployment. 2, alleviating, if not eradicating poverty. 3, opening up our country and new access policies. And 4, sustainable development and innovation. There is no magic solution to addressing the issues of unemployment and poverty. Our only recourse is to build on our existing economic setup and create new opportunities to ignite growth across all our economic sectors. This, no doubt, requires both the consolidation of our existing sectors of activities as well as the development of new economic avenues. We will certainly rely on the close collaboration of the private sector operators in making the necessary investments. The economic model we have chosen for the development of our country will be centered on a number of core areas. A revamped and dynamic manufacturing base with clearly identified focus on promoting high-end, precision-driven and technology-enabled manufacturing in the country. We are leveraging on one of our largest asset base, which is our exclusive maritime economic zone, to develop our ocean industry. We are already negotiating with major international fishing companies for the setting up of fishing and seafood processing facilities locally. Mauritius actually has the potential to develop as a major port for the region. There are about 30,000 ships passing by Mauritius annually, out of which about 3,000 call at ports. We are actively working to attract a substantial number of these vessels for bunkering and other related services in order to transform ports into a leading regional petroleum hub. My colleagues are discussing with leading port operators to reach agreements on how we can best take the port development plan ahead. Potential investors and collaborators from Dubai, China, and Singapore have already shown serious interest in the sector. With the aspirations that we have for our economy, it is now crucial for us to embrace higher value-added services and activities. Negotiations with India on the tax treaty will be finalized shortly. The industry is already experiencing tangible growth. Despite the collapse of the BAI group, international insurance companies and brokers such as Old Mutual and Cooper Gateswet and Crawford, which are amongst the top 5 insurance and brokerage firms in the world, have confidently set up front office operations in Mauritius. Prudential and Lloyds Group from the UK have also signified their intention to be based in Mauritius in the near future. The innovation technology and communication sector is a key sector which is being graduated to the next level. This, in my view, would involve a series of initiatives. First and foremost, we have to move towards the provision of high-end activities like software and animation development, big data analytics, disaster recovery, and cloud computing, amongst others. That I will fully support the creation of high-end and state-of-the-art incubators. This goes in line with the thrust that was given in 2015-16 budget through the proposed quantum leap in the SME sector. I am pleased to announce that the one-stop shop for SMEs has already been set up. The SME sector will receive all the attention it deserves from my government to empower our entrepreneurs. By the end of this year, 350 free Wi-Fi spots will be operational at key public places across the island. The higher education sector can indeed emerge as a strong pillar with robust growth. The confidence that we have built has enabled us to attract educational institutions of high repute from France, such as École Centrale de Nantes and Université Panthéon-Assas. The Africa strategy we are adopting to make Mauritius become the regional platform for trade, investment and services. We have, over the last 8 months, already signed MOUs with several countries in Africa for the development of specific economic zones, including Ghana, Senegal and Madagascar. For the effectiveness of our strategy, we inevitably need an air access policy with regards to new hubs in Africa as well. In this regard, I'm taking personal interest in looking into the possibility of setting up a regional airline company in Mauritius to connect us to mainland Africa with the active participation of our national carrier, Air Mauritius, which is being restructured under my personal purview. There are right now some 40 major private sector investment projects to the tune of 183 billion rupees, of which foreign direct investments represent 140 billion rupees. They have the potential of creating 100,000 new direct and indirect jobs within the coming 5 years. Over and above those private sector employment perspectives in the public sector, I can state that more than 7,000 vacancies will be filled in the 2015-16 period. Job creation is being delivered as forecast. Each and every stakeholder will have to play his part of the game. My government will see to it that there is no impediment to investment and job creation. I want to assure investors that I will personally see to it that permits, licenses and related authorizations are delivered with utmost priority. Unjustified delays will not be tolerated and sanctions will be taken. That is the reason behind my decision to set up a high-powered committee under my chairmanship to closely monitor project facilitation and the implementation. The committee will meet as often as needed to further enhance business facilitation and deliver on our investment targets. The public sector investment program for the next 5 years amounts to some 75 billion rupees. We will be investing 15 billion over the next 5 years to address the road congestion problem. I wish to address civil servants and staff of public sector institutions. I expect you to be active drivers in the nation building process. I want a new mindset that focuses on national targets rather than on routine administrative jobs only. I want civil servants to act like passionate facilitators for achievements to happen. I want the public service to be efficient and creative because I have relieved you from the Jurassic growth that held you immobile under the previous regime. There should be a mindset that favors constructive dialogue and a partnership stance with my government. The wait and see attitude of a few cannot go on. After all, this attitude cannot be justified. The government program has given you the signal. The 2016 budget has given the means and necessary empowerment to act with confidence. I know the private sector wishes to to discuss with me at regular intervals while moving ahead. I have taken on board your request, and I am pleased to announce the setting up of a joint public-private sector steering committee under my chairmanship that will meet every quarter. I want you civil servants and private sector leaders to be my partners. Every single action of my government will be people-centered. I appeal for some patience. After the rotten fruits would have fallen and new flowers budding out, the harvest will be abundant for the one. Employment will be created in thousands, and I have no doubt that we can deliver a full employment situation as we did in the late 80s. To that end, we must imperatively embrace a culture of hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. To spearhead the preparation of the Vision 2030 blueprint, I have set up a National Advisory Council under the chairmanship of the Secretary to the Cabinet and Head of the Civil Service to provide strategic oversight and facilitate cross-collaboration among relevant agencies to move things forward. The Council will report directly to me as chairperson of the higher powered committee. The National Advisory Council has already set up 4 working task forces comprising heads of ministries or departments, advisors, and private sector specialists. Within our vision, we are targeting an average growth rate of 5.5% annually as from 2017. Our objective is to attain a GDP per capita of far more than $13,500 by the year 2018. Let me reassure the nation that I am resolute in my commitment to lead the new socio-economic transformation process. I have no doubt at all that during the coming years, till the end of my government's mandate, we would have brought meaningful change and significant achievements. But I want also to leave as my legacy to future generations a strategic forward planning document for continued progress of our country. I want to set the example and exhort others to follow suit. Once again, let us focus on priorities on which the destiny of our country depends. Those who dare succeed, those who lament are losers. As a nation, we need to be ambitious. We need to believe in ourselves.
You made it. You made it. Good. No, good.
Yeah, it remains to be done.